Welcome to a tale of intrigue, power struggles, and royal drama in the heart of Russia. Today, we journey back to the 21st century, a time of tumultuous transitions and shifting alliances. Our story revolves around three key figures: Boris Yeltsin, Dmitry Medvedev, Vladimir Putin. Boris Yeltsin was a Russian politician who served as the first president of the Russian Federation from 1991 to 1999. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in modern Russian history. Born on February 1, 1931 in Butka, Sverdlovsk Oblast, Yeltsin grew up in a working-class family. He showed an early interest in politics and became a member of the Communist Party in 1961. He quickly rose through the ranks and was appointed as the first secretary of the Sverdlovsk Regional Committee in 1976. Yeltsin's political career took a turn in the late 1980s when he started advocating for political and economic reforms. He openly criticized the policies of the Soviet Union and called for more liberalization and democratization. This put him at odds with the Soviet leadership, but he gained popularity among the masses. In 1985, Yeltsin was elected as a member of the Politburo, the highest decision-making body of the Communist Party. However, his outspokenness and criticism of the Soviet system led to his dismissal from the Politburo in 1987. This was a major setback for Yeltsin, but it also solidified his reputation as a reformer and a champion of democracy. In 1990, Yeltsin was elected as the first democratically elected president of the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic. He continued to push for reforms and played a key role in the dissolution of the Soviet Union. In 1991, he helped establish the Commonwealth of Independent States, a loose alliance of former Soviet states. As the first president of the Russian Federation, Yeltsin faced numerous challenges. The country was going through a difficult transition from a socialist system to a market economy. Yeltsin implemented several economic reforms, including the privatization of state-owned industries, which led to a rise in corruption and inequality. Yeltsin's presidency was also marked by political turmoil and conflict. He faced opposition from conservative elements and faced criticism for his handling of the First Chechen War. In 1993, he ordered the shelling of the Russian parliament building after it refused to recognize his authority. This event, known as the October Crisis, was a major turning point in Yeltsin's presidency. Despite these challenges, Yeltsin was re-elected in 1996, albeit with a much smaller margin. However, his health began to deteriorate, and he faced increasing criticism for his leadership. In 1999, he resigned from office and handed over power to his hand-picked successor, Vladimir Putin. Yeltsin passed away on April 23, 2007, at the age of 76. He left a complicated legacy, with some viewing him as a champion of democracy and others as a destabilizing force. However, there is no denying that he played a pivotal role in shaping modern Russia. Dmitry Medvedev is a Russian politician who served as the third president of the Russian Federation from 2008 to 2012 and as the prime minister from 2012 to 2020. He is considered a close ally and protégé of Vladimir Putin. Medvedev was born on September 14, 1965, in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg. He studied law at Leningrad State University and later pursued a PhD in law. In the early 1990s, he worked as a legal advisor for the St. Petersburg city government and developed a close relationship with Vladimir Putin, who was the deputy mayor at the time. In 1999, Medvedev joined Putin's presidential campaign and served as his campaign manager. When Putin became president in 2000, Medvedev was appointed as his chief of staff and later as the deputy prime minister. He quickly rose through the ranks and was seen as a potential successor to Putin. In 2008, Putin stepped down from the presidency due to term limits, and Medvedev was elected as his successor. He promised to continue Putin's policies and bring stability and modernization to Russia. As president, he focused on improving the economy, fighting corruption, and promoting innovation. Medvedev's presidency was also marked by an improvement in relations with the West. He initiated a reset policy with the United States and signed several important agreements, including the New START nuclear arms reduction treaty. However, his presidency was also marred by the 2008 Russo-Georgian War and the 2010 Russian heatwave, which caused significant damage to the country's economy. In 2012, Putin returned to the presidency, and Medvedev was appointed as the prime minister. He continued to support Putin's policies and served as a loyal ally. During his tenure as prime minister, Medvedev oversaw several economic reforms and implemented policies to attract foreign investment. In 2020, Medvedev resigned as prime minister, and Putin appointed him as the deputy chairman of the Security Council. He also became the chairman of the governing United Russia Party. Medvedev remains an influential figure in Russian politics and is seen as a potential successor to Putin in the future. Vladimir Putin is a Russian politician who has served as the president of the Russian Federation since 1999, with a brief interruption from 2008 to 2012. He is widely considered one of the most powerful and influential leaders in the world. Putin was born on October 7, 1952, in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg. He studied law at Leningrad State University and joined the KGB, the Soviet Union's main intelligence agency, in 1975. He served as a KGB agent in East Germany for several years before returning to Leningrad in 1990. In 1991, Putin became involved in politics and joined the administration of St. Petersburg Mayor Anatoly Sobchak. He quickly rose through the ranks and became Sobchak's deputy mayor. When Sobchak lost the 1996 mayoral election, Putin moved to Moscow and joined the administration of President Boris Yeltsin. In 1999, Yeltsin appointed Putin as the head of the Federal Security Service, FSB, the successor to the KGB. Later that year, Yeltsin resigned and made Putin the prime minister. In 2000, Putin won the presidential election with a wide margin and became the second president of the Russian Federation. As president, Putin focused on rebuilding the country's economy and restoring its status as a global superpower. He implemented several economic reforms and oversaw a period of economic growth and stability. He also introduced policies to fight corruption and promote a strong national identity. Putin's presidency was also marked by several controversial events, including the Second Chechen War and the Beslan school siege. However, he maintained a high approval rating among the Russian people and was re-elected in 2004. In 2008, Putin stepped down from the presidency due to term limits and was appointed as the prime minister. However, he remained the de facto leader of the country and continued to hold significant power. In 2012, he returned to the presidency and has been in office ever since. Putin's presidency has been characterized by a more assertive foreign policy and a crackdown on political opposition and media freedom. He has also faced criticism for his annexation of Crimea in 2014 and his involvement in the Syrian civil war. Despite these controversies, Putin remains a popular figure in Russia and has been re-elected multiple times with overwhelming majorities. He is seen as a strong and decisive leader who has brought stability and prosperity to the country. In 2020, Putin announced proposed constitutional amendments that would allow him to potentially stay in office until 2036. Whether or not he will continue to hold power for that long remains to be seen. But there is no doubt that Vladimir Putin has had a profound impact on Russian politics and the world stage. We hope you enjoyed learning about these fascinating figures and their role in shaping the Russian monarchy. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more historical content. Thanks for watching.